there was actually a planned Shinkansen line that was not built, the Narita Shinkansen. This line would have essentially been a fast airport rail link built to coincide with the opening of Narita Airport roughly 60 kilometers east of Tokyo Station. Portions of the route were built, but as with the link from Omiya south towards Tokyo, as well as Narita Airport itself, there were significant protests from local residents, which in this case actually led to the project being cancelled. The infrastructure built for the project is now used by the Keisei
New target acquired.
Aggressively, the Japanese high-speed rail network is actually being expanded, with a number of projects in various states as of early. Extensions of both the Hokkaido and Hokuriku Shinkansen are under construction. The Hokkaido Shinkansen extension to Sapporo is set to open in 2030, while the Hokuriku Shinkansen extension to Suruga is set to open in 2024. There are also plans to extend the Hokuriku Shinkansen to Osaka via Kyoto in the future. And while work isn't currently happening, connecting the Kyushu Shinkansen to the main Kyushu Shinkansen is simple as far as future projects go, with a link via Saga being only about 50 kilometers through mostly low-lying areas where viaduct construction should be fairly simple, although there isn't a lot of local interest in Saga itself for this line.
Need assistance!
There is also talk of a potential new base tunnel on the Yamagata Shinkansen, which would enable some higher-speed operation and cut travel times on the route by up to 10 minutes.
Acquired.
Of course, probably the most interesting project happening is the Chuo Shinkansen, a new 286-kilometer inland high-speed route between Shinagawa Station in Tokyo and Nagoya, and eventually Kyoto and Osaka in later phases. This project will largely be in tunnels traveling under mountains in central Japan, with the vast majority of the route being underground, including the terminal at Shinagawa. The first phase is meant to open sometime in 2023, so of course that's probably going to be delayed. Osaka likely will not be open until the late. What makes the project most famous is that it's going to develop high-speed technology, with a top speed of
Critical damage,
which alongside a more direct Osaka will allow for a 40-minute journey to Nagoya and just over an hour to get from Tokyo to Osaka versus 2.5 right now. The technology used for the maglev is really unique, with a tub-like track that trains operate in, running on rubber wheels at speed and only levitating at high speed, as well as switches that operate more like those on a monorail. On the train, there is no camera driving, and instead cameras are used. And perhaps most interestingly, boarding from the station will be via a jet-like device that will extend out to the train. While all of this seems quite out there, testing for the technology has been going on for decades at this point, and if anywhere can justify an even faster actually building it's probably Japan. Japan also has had some success exporting its high-speed rail technology. Taiwan, for example, uses 700 series Shinkansen-derived trains on its high-speed rail system, albeit oddly built with European standards. China also uses CRH2, and numerous Japanese firms were instrumental in helping China develop its high-speed rail system standards, which, from the heavy use of viaducts to the train designs, are clearly influenced by Japan. Japan is also India railroad from Medevac, which will use trains similar to the viaduct used on the Tohoku Shinkansen, but adapted to the local climate. Now, despite the limited high-speed rail using what is clear is that has had a massive influence on other countries' networks, as well as a huge positive influence on Japan itself. The system has clearly enabled a level of flexibility It is very much possible to show up to a station 15 minutes before departure of an intercity train, grab a ticket, and then head to your platform and get on board without any long waits or painful security screening. Service is fast and punctual, and the trains themselves are very nice, both inside and out. The high frequency of the service enables rapid travel across large areas, such as from Kyoto to Osaka or Kawasaki. Which is less positive, albeit in decline trend. The network is also destroyed. The Joetsu Cannon started operations at lower top speeds and were eventually upgraded, largely in the form of structural improvements and in target acquired. And the same is going on the Tohoku Shinkansen to raise parts of the route to 360 kilometers per hour, among the fastest in the world and valuable on this very long route. at 2 hours,
Target
flight
acquired.
velocity descends. You can actually see the impact of this beautifully visualized by the number of flights between